Hello, you're listening to Count Richard von Coudenhove Kalergi. Today is Thursday, 15th of June. I'm just down here outside the Dail. People that have some speeches by people who have actually been injured after taking the recommended soup. I'm just going to let this poster speak for himself. Beautiful day today, 22 degrees. And interesting, last night I was out for my walk and passing by my local GAA sports ground. They were having an open day for children to play, and I overheard an announcement being made that the owner of the local pharmacy was going to present the club with a defibrillator. Isn't that something? I have to say I was a bit of a shock with that. Who on earth would think that a teenage GA club would need a defibrillator?
There is a video on that website called More Harm Than Good. This video was put together by real doctors, real scientists who do real clinical trials, and they put this video together taking the Pfizer clinical trial data. In this data and their own clinical trial, it proved the vaccine was more harm than good. It killed more people than the actual virus. Later, hundreds of actually medical professionals, scientists and lawyers put in an FOI request to the FDA. This was to release the Pfizer documents that were used to give emergency use authorization for the use of this vaccine. Public Health and Medical Professionals for Transparency is this group, and you will find all their details on phmpt.org. When you get onto this website, you'll see the full list of these medical professionals. You'll also see links to the court documents and to the Pfizer documents, and soon to be the Moderna documents. If you click on Pfizer 16 plus, and type in 5.3.6, on page 7 of that document, you will see the details Barry mentioned earlier. In the first 3 months, not even 3 months, of the release of this Pfizer, not only Pfizer, the vaccine, there was 1,223 deaths out of 42,086 adverse reactions. But not only that, not recovered at the time was 11,361, unknown was 9,400, and they added the recovered and recovering, which was 19,582, to the one list of statistics. It subsequently transpired, and I don't have the document here, but I have the others with me today, that there was an additional 200,000 reports that were not input into that document 5.3.6. They were backlogged, conveniently backlogged. So the real numbers are only imaginable. If you go on to VigiAccess, I'm not sure if it's com or org, VigiAccess.com possibly. This is the World Health Organization's database that compiles all the adverse reactions. If you click on the search on that website, VIGIACCESS, it's either .com or .org. You'll have to click accept and then click on search and type in COVID-19. They have about 10 vaccines listed under COVID-19, but all the figures tie in to a COVID vaccine. They didn't separate Moderna from Pfizer from AstraZeneca. All the figures are linked together. In that, there is over 5 million adverse reactions. And if you click on each of the drop-down boxes, you'll see what those adverse reactions are in. And of the previous document I mentioned, 5.3.6, there's 9 pages of adverse reactions that should be alerted to your medical professionals. Page 12 of the 5.3.6 document covers the pregnant women, which I might add, the Rotunda Hospital are still advising pregnant women to take this vaccine. On page 12 of that document, there was 270 women who were pregnant at the time, without knowing at the time of taking this vaccine. They conveniently lost the details of 238. But out of the other 30 odd that were there, 23 of them had spontaneous abortions. Premature birth and neonatal death and spontaneous abortion with intrauterine death, there was 2 each. And spontaneous abortion with neonatal death and normal outcome, 1 each. So 26 babies out of those 42,000 lost their lives. But it subsequently transpired with another released document. And if you look at the Pfizer on the phmpt.website and in the search field, type in 125742_S2_M1, you will see that during the time period, they added a few more pregnant women who lost their babies. It's 51 in that report. So this is a call out to the sick people in this building, to the HPRA who are supposed to monitor our medications, to the HSC. You are killing innocent men, women and babies. Yes. And it is time you took this toxic poison off the market. Yes. Yes. In light of the new international health regulations, I would appeal to every man and woman who has a brain in their head to do your investigation, and before you put any medication or vaccine into your body, look at the contents of it. Granted, you are not being told the full contents, but even what you are being told is toxic. And for the people here who are vaccine injured and who are being gaslit by your doctors and everybody else, you are not alone. We know the details. Print off those details and bring it with you. Yeah. Thanks, Marion. Thanks, Marion.
Thank you, Marion. That's fantastic. And I know Barry said we weren't going to get emotional here today, but I'm here to tell these criminals in that house, that satanic house, we are going to get emotional because we care. Look at these children. Look at these images of people who have lost their lives. And I want to say to those people, I'd like to call out Matty McGrath that always makes himself available for other things. I'd like to call out Senator Sharon Keoghan, who always makes herself available. I'd like to call out Peadar Tobin, who put on extra buses to take people in County Meath to the depopulation centres. The 9 pages of side effects, Pfizer's own information. I didn't make it up. I wouldn't be clever enough to make it up. They didn't have it available. So surely they should have been giving people all those 9 pages. So we'll just travel on with the little story. So ladies and